Hey guys, my name is Danish and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about the new update that Formula 1 has introduced called Sprint Qualifying. There's a lot of nuance in this and a lot of details that need to be discussed, so let's just get started. So I'm going to talk you through the changes in the race weekend that are going to happen for the 3 sprint qualifying events that are going to be spread out throughout this year. And we already got to know from Ross Brawn that it's not going to happen in Monaco, but the other possibilities are still open for next year. So let me go through the changes in the weekend that happened. So in the original race weekend, we have the Friday with 2 practice sessions, FP1 and FP2, both 1 hour long. The Saturday we have the final practice session called FP3, which is 1 hour long, and then we have qualifying, which is Q1, Q2, Q3, 18 minutes, 15 minutes, 12 minutes. Then on Sunday we have the race weekend. So in the sprint qualifying weekend, the format changes a little bit, with the Friday having FP1 of 1 hour and then qualifying in the afternoon. So the same Q1, Q2, Q3, 18, 15, 12. On the Saturday we have FP2, which is 1 hour long. Then the sprint qualifying race, which is a 100-kilometer race with no changing of tires, no pit stops, but with DRS enabled, and also points for the top 3 drivers, and also defining the grid for the Sunday race, which is gonna stay the same. So the changes here are mainly the tire allocation and usage. So in the normal race weekend, the tire which you qualified in Q2 would be your race starting tire. So if you started and completed Q2 on the medium tires, you have to start on the mediums in the race for the top 10, and 11 to 20 you have free reign to choose whichever tire you want to start on. This added a bit of spice to the race weekend with the different strategies, with the softs versus the mediums, with the change in the amount of laps that they can do before the pit stops, and a lot of strategic rolling over there. In the new weekend, we do not have that type of strategic mix-up. So on the Friday qualifying, you can only use the soft tires to qualify. So Q1, Q2, Q3, all 3 will be done on the softs. The sprint race will also have its own tires which you can select. No drama or no strategic call gonna happen over there. So all of them will either go for the mediums or the hards. And on Sunday they still have to use 2 tires for race weekend, and with have free open reign to start on whichever tire they want. So nearly all of the racing teams will go for either mediums or hards and do every race as a 1 pit stop race, which will kill a bit of the excitement for the main race. Now I understand why the Formula 1 group is doing this, because they want to bring a bit more excitement to the Saturday of the race weekend, because there's only qualifying, which is less than an hour, and that's not as exciting as you hope it would be. But this poses a few more serious problems for me, because the parc fermé conditions have also changed. So parc fermé conditions is the condition where the vehicles are locked in their spec. So the spec of the wings, the floor, hydraulics, everything has been locked with all the skid pads and all will be locked from the start of qualifying, and they cannot make any major changes to that other than tire pressures, bleeding the fluids, and all of that stuff, which are really minor. And that was really important, because you can't make major setup changes from the qualifying setup to the race setup and gain an advantage like that. But here it's a bit different, because the parc fermé conditions are enabled right at the start of qualifying on the Friday afternoon. So the FP2 session on Saturday does not really hold much of a weight, because they can't really change anything in that. Now this is going to affect the teams in a weird way, because they have to change their testing programs, because usually you used to get 3 hours of free practice to do a lot of things. So do your long runs for the race strategy and race setups, do your short runs for the qualifying, do the changes for the aero and test out all the aero bits like a low rake wing or a high wing, different front wings, different floors, different body panels for different types of cooling that you will encounter in a race weekend. So all of this testing used to be done all the 3 free practice sessions. So most of the Friday used to be FP1 and FP2 used to be there for testing out the components and see whichever fits the best, then setting up the long runs and doing your long run, long pace, continuous laps on the track to see your race pace. And the Saturday morning free practice session would always be there to set up your qualifying setup and fine tune all the balances in the system and get the best out of your car. So it was Thursday was understanding your car, Friday was setting it up and racing. Now with the mix up here, you get 1 session in FP1 on the Friday, where you have to do your long runs, your short runs, your setup changes, your aero changes like your front wing, rear wing, floor, body panels, and all of this in a 1 hour time period, where it used to be 1.5 hours in 2020 and it has been reduced to 1 hour in 2021, and it's going to be the same in 2022. So this sort of messes up for me, and I understand and I like the initiative that they're trying something instead of just either committing for it completely or throwing it off the table. But this is a mixed up way, and I know of a way where you can fix all of this and fix all of your issues, and that is to have FP1 and FP2 on the Friday, have the qualifying on Saturday along with the sprint race on Saturday, and then the final race on Sunday. So this gives a few openings for the team, so they have FP1 and FP2 to do all of their testing, and it's a lot better than just one session to do your long run, short runs, quali, setup, aero, everything. And starting Parc Ferme on the Saturday morning with qualifying, having the Saturday second session of the sprint race, which will indicate the grid layout for the final race on Sunday, and this will also excite the Saturday and leave the Friday for people who are really keen on really watching F1. Now the problem here again arises is if you have qualifying on a Friday, and nearly most of the people work a 5-day week and they can sit and watch Formula 1 on a Saturday and Sunday, which is really convenient for everybody. Putting it on a Friday also is a type of a backstep, because now you are cutting off entertainment for a lot of the people who are going to be working that day, be it at home or the office. Again, everybody stay safe, stay at home unless necessary, and this makes it a bit of a mix up. So if they enable the changes and put the qualifying on Saturday and give them 2 sessions on a Friday to do everything that they wanted, it would be a lot better for the watching community as well as the logistics and the work needed for the teams, because each racetrack will have a different set of features like the different track temperature, different wear on the track, different grip on the track, different aero with the different altitudes the tracks are located at, different lengths of the race, and a lot of different things that are there that I have to sort it out and fix before qualifying, and the Parc Ferme conditions have been enabled. But also they have given a bit of respite here, that they are allowing suspension changes in the Parc Ferme condition for these 3 weekends, but I don't think that is really enough. And let me know in the comments about what you think about all of these changes for the sprint racing weekends that Formula 1 has introduced. So let me know in the comments and let's discuss over there, or contact me on my social media channels on Twitter and Instagram where I am active. You can check those links in the description below as well. And as always, if you like this video, give this video a like, get subscribed to my channel and ring the bell icon for more notifications of more of my videos, and stay home, stay safe. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace.